Yo, what up, guys? It's Matthew. I'm very excited today to bring you my 2013 Air Jordan 3 comparison video. The 2013 versus the 2007. Sorry for that. Pretty much here are both shoes. 2013 on the right, 2007 on the left. I'm just gonna go over the materials and pretty much that. When you see both sneakers to get started, they look the exact same. Very identical. But when you really touch and feel these both sneakers, you can tell the differences of quality and stuff like that on both sneakers. First things first, I'm going to start out with the bottom and then work myself way up on the both sneakers. As you can see, both pretty much have an identical bottom. The 2013 pair probably has a slight, little bit brighter red than the 2007 pair, on the bottom of the sole. Pretty much identical though. Can't really argue nothing about it. Maybe this one looks a little bit darker because it's worn. This one's still brand new. Hasn't touched the surface yet. When you get to the toe box is pretty much identical. But when you get to the elephant print, you start to notice some changes. If you look at it, you can see that the 2013 pair right here runs a little bit thinner than the 2007 pair. And that's where you see Jordan Brand cutting cost and not giving you that quality that you're usually used to. When you touch the 2013 pair right here, you feel it. It feels very synthetic. It feels durable, but at the same time it feels very synthetic. And when you touch the 2007 pair, it feels a lot softer. It gives a texture to it, and it feels like elephant print. It doesn't feel synthetic. It doesn't feel fake. And that's the difference between a couple of years off. These releases are 6 years apart. So this came out in 2007. This came out in 2013. So 7 years. Not 7, but 6 years difference. Excuse the math. You can see the quality difference already. Same look, same shoe, but just the feel and the cut of the elephant print is different. When you move up to the tongue, 2013 pair, you can see it's a gray. You can see the perforations in the tongue. The 2007 pair, has the same exact thing, but they're very light perforations. You can't even see it on the camera, but they're there. Also, the feel of leather on the 2007 pair is very smooth, very buttery. This feels very generic, very fake. But at the same time, if you're not really like such a big critic on how the sneaker quality looks, you couldn't even tell. But it looks the same, but it feels very different. This leather on here it doesn't feel top-notch quality leather, but at least feels like there's quality there. And Jordan Brand is actually putting effort in this, making this leather compared to this leather on the tongue that's very fake. When you feel the laces feel a lot thinner and they're actually longer. These are a lot thicker laces, and they run a little bit shorter. When you tie them up, they run a little bit short. These actually had to double knot it so it wouldn't even hang, so far. Yeah, and then when you stay on the tongue right here, this is a very tumble leather right here. On these 2007s, it's not tumbled. It's just straight smooth leather. Also, you can tell on the tongue difference when you hold them up. The 2013, you can tell by the tongue. It kind of like, it's kind of short. This one actually comes up. I love the older 3 models because of the tongue. Like, the reason why I love the 3s is because how fat the tongue is. Now in these later models from 2011 and on, even 2010, they started making the last Jordan tongue that was actually fat was probably the 2008 countdown packs. The 2008, right? Yeah, 2008 countdown packs was the last Air Jordan 3 they made, and the tongue was actually pretty fat. From then on, they've been making the Jordan tongues very, very thin, no cushion. And not like this. Like, you can even see how much padding it has on the tongue compared to this. Staying on the tongue topic, the 2013s have a tag on the tongue. The 2007s do not have a tag on the tongue. The tag is actually located right here on this side of the panel, versus having it on the tongue. Me, I like it hidden. I actually like no stitch on the tongue. It might come off with your foot rubbing, but it hasn't yet, and I mean, I like it better right here than on the tongue. That's just me. You also can see, this is the 2007 pair right here still. The lining. The lining is a lot more padded, a lot more cushiony than the 2013. The 2013 it's very thin, stuff like that. You also see the little minor changes like the white Jumpman and the size tagging also sticker on there. The 2007 pair, I've worn them so the Jumpman came off, but it was actually a black Jumpman, no size tagging on there. That's actually very new. The size tagging was, I don't know when it was introduced. I think it was introduced last year or maybe 2011. I think 2011 when they started doing that insert on the tag right there. The back tabs, not too much difference. With age, it yellows. This is the 2007 pair, so it has a little bit of faint yellow to it. This is brand new. It was just made, maybe this year, so it's very white still, the back tab. The last thing that I think the 2013 has, the only advantage the 2013 has on the 2007 is the paint. The midsole, when you wear your sneakers, your weight gets on it, you're walking, the midsole flexes, and the paint starts to crack. Now I think they used a better paint. It's a matte paint. It holds up, I think, a lot better than the 2007. But it's a matte paint, and it's less likely to crack. I'm not going to say it's not going to crack because people weigh different, people wear their shoes different, and over time the weight gets to the paint. It's going to crack. On these 2007 pairs, I've only worn them a handful of times. You can see the cracking on this paint right here. There's little flake crack paints throughout the red. Since it's white, you can't really see, but you can see the cracking on the white paint right there. And as you turn it around in the inner, you see all that cracking right there on the white, and then cracking right here on that red. When you're wearing it, of course, you can't see. Like when I'm holding it from over here, you can't really see. You can't even see that it's cracked. But when you really get up close, you can see the cracking flakes. And that was a big problem on a lot of these threes in 2007 when they released, where they were released with this glossy paint, which in the end cracked when you wore them. Over and all, the conclusion is they're identical shoes. They look identical. But if you want quality, go with the 2007 pair. To me, it's my favorite pair. And it really gives you that feel what Jordan brand used to be. They used to at least put effort in their shoes. I'm not saying this leather is authentic, but it's a lot realer than this. The material on this is thin. I'm just feeling it right here. It's very thin. When I put my finger in here, it's still thin, but it feels sturdy. It doesn't feel thin. It doesn't feel like it's flapping over. This feels very thin right here. Even the eyelids, when you move it around, it just feels thin. From this one, it's very tough, but it feels quality. But I just made this video to compare, to show people the difference from the 2007 pair to the 2013 pair. That even when you look at a sneaker and you think it may be the same, it's not. And it's always quality over quantity. That's all I gotta say. But I really enjoyed doing this review. I really want to just put that out there. The comparison, it's obvious that the quality is not what it used to be, but Jordan Brand's still releasing, so I guess that's a positive. But if you can ever find a 2007 pair, buy them because the quality is a lot better. I think they're a lot better. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching the 2007 pair versus the 2013 pair quality-wise. I don't want to make this video any longer. Thanks, guys, and I appreciate you guys watching. Peace, and keep watching my videos.